Hello, YouTube. Just an update for today on two of the images I've done recently. One is the Mosaic, one is the Tadpoles Nebula, or IC405, and the other one is the Flaming Nebula, which is IC410. I always wanted to make this a mosaic, so I imaged it in such a way that I could get two images separately plus the mosaic. This is a very beautiful part of the sky with a lot of nebulosity. And when I imaged it, I did not realize that I could even get multiple objects in there. So let's take a look at this and see what happens. I'm going to go to my telescope, the Officina Stellare RH200 Astrograph, 600 millimeters f3. Very, very cool telescope. It's truly an astrograph. It is small, compact, fast, and very easy to work with. And compared to Celestrons, Rasas, you can put a full frame sensor on it and a filter wheel, which is pretty cool because you don't want to go outside changing filters in the middle of the night and the cold. The project took me over 2 weeks, basically 14 nights, in some last year, some this year. And I decided to also do RGB stars by capturing about an hour worth of data per panel, so 20 minutes per filter, red, green, and blue, just for the stars at 60 seconds each. And then each individual panel is about 30 something hours of narrowband data. It's gotten some great reviews. People on Instagram seem to love it, and I've been surprised to see that even Astrobin made it a top pick, which I'm really impressed with. You can see there's IC410, IC405, there's IC417, which I'm going to image with a bigger telescope at some point, and a globular cluster, NGC1907. It is a very nice field of view. It is 2 panels, and let's get into it. So this is the telescope. Here is the topic nomination, and let's look at the first panel. This is the Tadpoles Nebula, IC410, excuse me, not 405. This was done last year. It was about 30 hours worth of data. I really focused on getting the oxygen in here, and then I did the RGB stars, and I used James Lamb's script to put them back in. I like that the stars are very easy to see. They're pinpoint, they're sharp, they don't lose themselves in the nebulosity. And I really got some really good details on the tadpoles. Again, this is an 8-inch, 600 millimeter telescope, so it does have quite a bit of light gathering capabilities. It looks really nice. The IC417 is also pretty good. This object, I don't know what it's called, but I'd like to image it with a bigger telescope. I just like the way it looks. It's very funky, and I will probably image it with a larger aperture telescope. Then let's take a look at the second tile, which is the Flaming Nebula. This is a really cool object, and I really like the nebulosity and detail. It's almost like in waves, and the stars, again, they're pinpoint, they're nice, they're sharp, they look really good, and it's very nice. You can see a little bit of the tadpoles here. You can see how this object kind of flows into one another. It is a massive, massive amount of nebulosity in that space. Again, at 600 millimeters with a full frame sensor, this image would be around 100 megapixels when combined. And to give you some perspective, that's maybe 40 gigabytes of files that I had to stack and process and align, and then I also did the RGB stars as a bonus. And the final result, like you saw on Astrobin, is actually more impressive than I would have thought. It looks really beautiful. There is no seams, problems with the seams. Usually when you do mosaics, the seams, the part that intersect, look a little bit funky, but in this case they look really good. The nebulosity is really beautiful. The way I've kind of ended up processing it, you really see the stars, but they're always they're on second place, and the nebulosity is really what captures your eye. I am blown away with the detail that I could get. Again, it is almost 70 hours of data, so it's expected that it would be sharp, that it would be um, it would be intense in nebulosity, but I'm still really surprised and happy with the result. Yeah, this has been a quick update. We'll see what NASA has to say about this image. I know they get a ton of images every day, so sometimes you have to wait. They are always very honest and fair with the way they promote their images, so I expect at some point for them to see this and appreciate it. But till then, I'm happy that the people who have seen it really like it. I'm really happy with the result. And if you like this result, feel free to comment. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe, share my channel. I'm really happy with my progress in astrophotography, and I'm really happy to also mentor other people who are getting into it or who just have a question. So until next time, feel free to let me know what you think about this, and clear skies.